Hi, welcome to Fox and Pals. I was turning on TV, watching. I mean, you turn on the TV, everybody's just pissed off. Everybody is. Turn on the news channel, they're mad. You turn on some other show like, I don't know, Springer, they're fighting. Everybody's fighting and yelling. And I think even the weatherman got into it with the guy that does the traffic. It's just people just pissed off everywhere. And I was thinking, really, there's only a very select group of people in the United States that I can think of that really have something to bitch about. Number one, the American Indians. Okay, they lived here for hundreds and thousands of years. Everything's cool, right? They fought amongst each other and they killed each other. Actually, they're pretty violent, but anyway, they were doing their thing, and all of a sudden here, we showed up. Not just us, the Spanish, and I guess if you go back further, Christopher Columbus. And ever since then, what do they have left in this world, of the whole United States? A few sections of the shittiest land we could think of to live on. Not the nice parts of the United States, but the shittiest, the people that we screwed over the most. Let's give them the shittiest places to live. So basically, all 1,000 years of work, living the land, being an Indian and shit, this is what they got. The worst America has to offer. And another reason they got the bitch, alright, they live on a reservation, so they get some kickbacks and so on. They deserve it. One example was the tobacco one, where you could go online and buy cigarettes. Well, everybody got pissed off about that because the Indians aren't paying taxes. Well, boo mother friggin' who? They're not paying their fair share of taxes? Let's see, did they get their fair share of land? No, I don't think so. So, you know what? Leave the Indians alone. We've made life hard enough on them as it is. However they can get by, let them get by. And if you see an Indian walking down the street, make sure to be very courteous and walk up and shake that Indian's hand and say, I'm glad you're here. He's going to look at you like you're half crazy, but mean it in your eyes when you say it. Okay, the American Indians, and really the only other person I can think of that really has something to bitch about. I'm thinking about a lot of different, there's lots of people, that could complain, say they have a lot of reason to complain. Midgets, which I don't know why they complain, I think they're cool. People that have deformities and so on, but those are groups of people. Yeah, Indians were too, so understood here. I see how you're looking at me. A lot of people have a little reason to be upset about something. I'm just talking like the biggest group in the world, the Indians, and the fact they may not be the biggest, but the fact that they're not explains exactly what I meant, why it is the largest problem. Secondly, Gary Coleman. Many of us were entertained by Gary Coleman when we were kids. And Gary Coleman was a cute kid on TV, and he was on that show Different Strokes, and I loved watching that show. Of course, they had all the standard episodes like they did back in the day where they were trying to teach you a lesson. There was the one about stealing, and the one where him and his black friend, I can't remember his name, I think it was Clarence maybe, were over there and they're teaching you about how to stay away from pedophiles, and you learn a lot of things watching Different Strokes. Well, while he was busy missing out on his childhood, probably not going to school like he should and so on, and making all that money, you know what else was going on? His parents were stealing every friggin' dime he made. And you think about all the shows he did and how popular he was. You know what the sad thing is? You know how Gary Coleman died? He was a security guard working minimum wage and died basically penniless. What a friggin' shame. Where was Mr. Drummond? He had the money. Why wasn't Mr. Drummond there when he needed him? When he needed him the most? I mean, his sister's dead already. And that Todd guy, whatever, that goofball, you can't expect anything out of him. But Mr. Drummond, I don't know. When I think about the horrible lives somebody's had, Gary Coleman, he's right up there with the American Indians. Other than that, I don't think most of us have anything to complain about, because when you start feeling bad about yourself, thinking about them, and then you won't feel so bad about the day you're having. Unless you're married.